As I mentioned beforehand, this video is going to be sponsored by Upretty Hair. This is the box that it came in. I think the box is really cute. Like, I really like the reflective font that they have going on. So you open the box and the wig is going to be sitting on top. And they have this little silk Upretty drawstring bag. And you guys, it has some goodies in here for y'all. Let's get into it. So one of the first things that they included is their Upretty pamphlet. It has all their social media handles, and it also includes how to take care of the hair and whatnot. And they gave me a gold bonnet. I love when these companies send me bonnets because I don't need my wig slipping at night. And they also sent me some of their 3D lashes. You guys, don't mind the cocoa butter in my nail. That's besides the point. Oh yeah, and they gave me some of these wig caps. Needed that. But you guys, let's get into the wig. This is just the packaging it comes in. It's pretty simple. You open up the hair and it has like the fishnet stocking caps to prevent all those flyaways from getting all over the place. And I was actually surprised with how soft that this hair was. So the fact that the hair is soft was great. And I also had minimal shedding at the end. I also like the lace. This is their HD lace, and for this to be a 6x6 closure, I already know that's going to give you frontal because you have a nice amount of room to do your parting and everything. So to start the bleaching process, the first thing that you're going to need is your aluminum foil. You're going to need your BW2 bleach. You're going to need your 40 volume developer. And you also want to grab some type of bowl to put your bleach in and a dye brush. And honestly, like I was saying before, this is my first time bleaching hair, so I kind of like winged it the whole way through. But the first thing that I did to start off with is I parted in the middle because I knew I wanted my highlights to be equal. And then the goal was to section off what I wanted to bleach and put it to the side and part it ahead of time because I was thinking, what if the developer turns too quick and I'm busy trying to part and get everything sectioned off and one side is brighter than the other. More of the story is I just sectioned off what I was going to be dyeing and I put it to the side. For the bleach, you want to make sure that you have a nice consistency. It shouldn't be too thick, but it also shouldn't be too runny. It should be like a toothpaste-like consistency. You want it because you don't want it to run. That's a bad look. So now I'm really just undoing the sections, and you're about to see me put the aluminum under the hair because I don't want the layers underneath to get bleached because I want it to be like kind of like a distinction, kind of like a highlight effect. I don't want patches. So yeah, you're just gonna get your hair and you're gonna place the aluminum foil under the hair, and you're simply gonna just apply the bleach to the brush and then apply the brush to the hair. It's that simple. And after you apply the bleach, you just want to fold the aluminum foil around the hair so that this can process quicker, because if you don't use aluminum foil, even though this is 40 volume developer, it is going to take a minute to process. So to speed up this process, we're just going to wrap it up in aluminum foil so that bleach can get to working. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Y'all, this whole time, me and this wig head were fighting for it to stay on the table. Y'all, look at this. I don't think y'all understand how irritated I was, y'all. But next step. So now I'm just going to the back. I know this seems like a small section of highlight, but I wanted to do it in layers and skip around. Y'all aren't really gonna like see me skip around the video because I kind of summed it up, because a lot of this I did off camera so I could like really focus on what I was doing. At this point, y'all, I just took it to the bathroom because I realized that the wig head was going to keep following, and I had a more stable surface for the wig head on the sink. But you really see me unfolding the aluminum foil because I want to check to see how bright my highlights have become. It was still a little too dark for my liking, so I wrapped it back up. And now we're at the washing process, you guys. I use shimmer lights beforehand for the knots. I bleached the knots and I plucked the knots. And I did all that off of camera. And I went in with some Pantene just to condition the hair. And you guys, the hair was still kind of stiff from the bleach. But that's when I looked into it and I invested in some silicone mix. You guys, let me put you on. It's $5.99, $6, whatever, at your local beauty supply store. It had the hair feeling so silky. Because, you know, after you process hair, sometimes the texture isn't as soft. Baby, let me be the one to tell you. Put the silicone mix on the wig. I don't care if it's human hair. I don't care if it's synthetic hair. It's going to have your hair feeling so soft and smooth and silky and nice. Like, this brought the texture back to life after the bleaching. Because, y'all, I bleached this hair a couple of times. I'm not even about to lie. But yeah, and you also want to wring out the wig so you can make sure that the silicone mix stays on the hair and it has like a clean surface to, like, you know, get to actual hair, because this stuff is so slippery that if you put it up there on the hair if you put it on the hair too wet, it's just gonna slide out, because that's how soft and silky it is. So you want to make sure that the hair is damp before you put on the silicone mix. And yeah, put it on your lace too, because you don't want your lace to look real crunchy, whatever. You want your lace and the knots to be silky too, because if not, that can cause a lot of shedding, and we don't want that. We don't want any crunchy roots. So let's put it on the lace too. And after you put the silicone mix up there, you want to let it sit for 15 minutes, because the silicone mix is going to give you that deep conditioning, and it's going to moisturize your hair and have it feeling soft, you know. So just let it sit for about 15 minutes. That should be enough. And then after your 15 minutes is up, you're simply going to run the wig under some water and make sure that you wash out all that silicone mix. You guys, this hair feels slippery as I don't know what. And that's what we need. We need that nice soft hair, because you don't want it to be stiff. Stiff wear, woo, stiff wear. And this is just to give you guys an idea of how much it sheds. That's how much it shed after I washed the silicone mix out and I had got done bleaching it, right? Okay. Now, this part is pretty self-explanatory. After I washed the silicone mix out, I just want to take the time to, blow dry this hair, and this is going to give you guys a chance to look at the highlights. Baby, it's giving me Beyonce crazy and look. Oh. This wig hair was so annoying, you guys, when I was trying to blow dry the hair. I don't think y'all understand, but yeah, you guys are going to be able to look at my highlights, and let me tell you, it's about to fall a couple more times throughout the video, but yeah, just enjoy. It's giving me very much might kill my ears. So now that I'm done blow drying, I'm just going to take my flat iron and I'm going to start straightening the hair, you guys. So yeah, y'all can just watch me straighten this wig. Now that I finally reached the top, I'm just going to start this off by basically just using my rat tail comb to make a straight part. And you're going to see me flat iron the top of the hair in sections because I want the hair to lay part because it's a bust down middle part, okay? And my hairstylist usually does this technique, but I'm just going to be putting my slick stick and I'm going to be putting it on every part that I'm going to be laying down. And I'm going to hit it with my hot comb and I'm going to hit it with my flat iron so that this part can lay straight. The wax stick is just going to help it lay flat. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm just about to use my Andes hot comb, and I'm gonna hit these roots, and I'm gonna hit this part so that I can get it flat. But before, you guys, I accidentally had over bleached knots. We're not about to talk about that though. But I'm about to use this, I think it's like some eyeliner, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try to color these roots. And when you use this technique, make sure that you don't get too close to the knots, because that's just gonna make the knots look black again, and you don't want that. But yeah, I'm just putting some of this on the roots of the hair so it won't look as brown. Now we're finally ready to get into the actual wig install. Yay! So the first thing that I did was I cut off the tabs to the closure, because we don't need these thick tabs on the install. It's going to interfere with how the lace lays, and it doesn't look right anyway. We don't need it. So I'm just taking my scissors and I'm cutting these tabs off. And next, I'm about to tint my lace with this Fit Me foundation. I was using powder, but you know, I actually like the foundation better. I think it's the color, it blends with my skin tone. And I just put it on my hand like I'm applying makeup, because I don't want to put too much on the lace. You guys, don't put too much on the lace, just enough to coat to tint the lace, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up clogging your pores and you're going to create residue. I also have a remedy for that residue. This is the same trick that my hairstylist uses. You just want to take some of that freeze spray and you want to spray it on your lace. This helps dry the makeup quicker. Makeup isn't gonna mix up with your lace glue and, you know, create all that buildup. And next we're gonna be taking the alcohol, and I'm just gonna be cleaning off my hairline with it, because we don't want any glue or makeup or freeze spray down, because that's going to interfere with how well our install lays. Next, we're just going to slap on this wig. We want to make sure that this wig is down and that the wig is secure. Y'all know, got to secure the wig. Little baby don't need it slipping and sliding and gliding. Y'all know when it's already blending in y'all with y'all skin before you even lay it down. Like, so satisfying. Yes, sir. And now I'm just combing back my baby hairs, because I don't want them in the way. And also didn't want to do baby hairs for this look. I just wanted to do middle part bust down with the hot comb. Y'all already know. So now that I've guesstimated where I want my lace to lay, I'm just going to be using my Bold Hold water resistant active glue. And I'm going to be doing about 2 layers on my hairline by my wig cap. I decided to cut the lace into layers so that it'll be easier for me to pull the lace forward and melt it into my skin. So I'm getting better at melting the lace, tinting the lace, but one thing I probably should have done was make sure that the glue was dry before tying it down, because I don't think this lace glue is all the way dry, and you guys are about to see what I mean. So when I removed my hair wrap, it happened to be some white residue. So I fixed this with applying some makeup and using some alcohol, and you guys are about to see me do that. But before that, we're gonna cut this lace, baby. Yes, sir. Let's get it. For this last step, I'm just going to be touching everything up with my hot comb and my flat iron. One thing I don't like is that you can still see some of the glue, but that's okay, y'all, because I got off camera and I fixed that with some alcohol. But yeah, I'm just going to let y'all see me clean this and style it.